Oh no, Daisy, did you hear that? That little orange light on my dashboard is glowing like a tiny sun. My car is very, very thirsty. Welcome back to Teach Easy English, everyone. I'm Dave.
Again, Dave? Honestly, you really need to check your fuel gauge more often. I think your car spends more time empty than full. Hello, everyone. I am Daisy. It's wonderful to have you with us. Since Dave's car is nearly out of breath, we are pulling up to a Spitty Mart today to learn every single thing about gas stations.
Aha! It's the perfect time for a lesson. You know, Daisy, even for me, gas stations can be quite confusing when you travel. Is it gas? Is it petrol? Do I pay before I pump or after? And what if I'm totally lost and need to ask for directions?
Those are excellent questions. For an English learner, the gas station is a high-frequency location. That means you will use it all the time if you live in or visit an English-speaking country. Today, we are going to cover at the pump, inside the Speedy Mart, car maintenance, and asking for directions.
We have a massive script today, over 2,500 words of easy English. This is a big one, friends. So roll down your windows, enjoy the breeze, and let's get started. If you're ready to learn, hit that subscribe button right now.
Okay, Dave, we are pulling up to the pump. I see the sign says $3.99 per gallon. That is a bit expensive today.
First things first, the name of the place. In the United States, we say gas station. In the United Kingdom, they say petrol station or sometimes a filling station.
Right, and the liquid itself is gas or petrol. But wait, before you touch the handle, you must check your engine type. Is it a gasoline engine or a diesel engine?
Aha! That is the biggest mistake you can make. If you put diesel in a gasoline car, the engine will break. Usually the diesel handle is green, but you must always read the label on the pump. Don't just look at the color.
Very true. Now let's talk about the process. You pull the car up next to the pump, you open your fuel door, and unscrew the gas cap.
Now the machine asks me to choose a grade. I see 3 buttons: regular, plus, and premium.
For most normal cars, regular is perfectly fine. It is the cheapest option. Now, here's the big question. Prepay or pay at the pump?
If I have a credit card, I can usually pay at the pump. I slide my card into the machine, enter my PIN, and start pumping. But what if I have cash?
Then you have to walk inside to the cashier. You must remember your pump number. It is usually a big number on top of the machine. Let's do a quick role play. I'm the cashier inside the Speedy Mart. You are the driver with $20 in your hand.
Walk inside. Hello, I'd like $20 on pump number 4, please.
Sure thing. $20 on 4. Would you like a receipt?
Yes, please. Oh, and can I get this bottle of water too?
Of course. That will be $21.50 in total.
Here you go. Thank you.
Thank you. The pump is authorized. You can go back out now.
Aha! Authorized. That means the machine is now ready to give me the gas.
Exactly. Now, what if you want to fill it up?
Fill it up means to make the tank 100% full. You don't know the exact price yet. In this case, you can give your card to the cashier, they hold it, you pump the gas, and then you go back to sign.
Correct. Now, while the gas is pumping into the car, many people do some car maintenance.
Yes, I always see a bucket with blue water and a long stick. That is the squeegee.
I love that word, squeegee. It sounds like the sound it makes on the glass. You use it to wash your windshield or your windscreen.
I'm going to clean the windshield. It's important to see the road. And what about the tires, Daisy?
Most gas stations have an air station in the corner. You can check your tire pressure. If the tires look flat or low, you add air until they are firm.
And what about the engine? Sometimes my car gets hot.
Then you need to check the oil and the coolant. You can buy these inside the Speedy Mart. You open the hood or the bonnet in the UK and check the levels.
Okay, my car is full, my windshield is clean, my tires are perfect. Now, I am hungry. Let's go explore the Speedy Mart.
The Speedy Mart is a convenience store. It's for fast shopping. Let's learn the vocabulary for the sections inside.
First, there's the refrigerated section. That's where the cold drinks are. I want a soda or maybe a sports drink.
Then there are the snack aisles. You can find chips or crisps in the UK, pretzels and nuts.
I love the candy aisle. I want a chocolate bar or some gummy bears.
And don't forget the hot food section. Many Speedy Marts sell hot dogs, pizza slices, or burritos. It's not healthy, but it's fast.
Aha, and the most important machine, the coffee station. You pick a cup, choose your flavor, and add cream and sugar.
Exactly. And if you are traveling for a long time, you might need the restrooms. Just like at the doctor's or the train station, you ask, "Excuse me, where are the restrooms?"
Sometimes they're around the back of the building. Sometimes you need a key from the cashier.
Okay, Dave, your car is ready. You have your coffee and your chips, but we have a big problem. Your phone is dead, your GPS is gone, you don't know how to get to the city.
Oh no, this is the part that makes me really nervous, asking for directions.
It's okay. Gas station workers are the best people to ask. They know every road in the area. Let's learn the basic direction building blocks for our A1 learners.
I usually start with a polite greeting. Excuse me, I'm a bit lost. Can you help me?
That is perfect. Then you use the phrase, "I'm looking for," or "How do I get to?"
I'm looking for the Highway 101, or how do I get to the city center?
Now, friends, you must listen for these direction words. Go straight, don't turn, stay on this road, turn left or turn right, move to a new street, at the junction, where two roads meet, go past the, walk or drive by a building but don't stop, take the exit, usually for big highways or roundabouts.
Aha, and what about the blocks? In the US, people say, go 3 blocks and turn left.
A block is the distance between two streets in a city, so 3 blocks means you pass 3 side streets.
Okay, let's try a directions role play. I am the lost driver. You are the helpful Speedy Mart worker. Excuse me, I am trying to find the Highway 101. Am I going the right way?
Not quite. You need to go back the way you came. First, turn right out of the parking lot.
Turn right. Okay.
Go straight for 2 blocks. When you see the big McDonald's, turn left at the traffic lights.
Left at the McDonald's. Got it.
Then follow that road for about 1 mile. You will see the sign for the 101 highway. Take the ramp on the right.
Take the ramp on the right. Thank you so much. You saved my trip.
No problem. Drive safely and watch your speed.
Daisy, she said take the ramp. What is a ramp?
A ramp is the sloping road that leads you onto a big highway.
Okay, and she mentioned a landmark, the McDonald's. That is much easier than counting miles, right?
Yes, native speakers love using landmarks. They'll say, turn at the gas station, go past the school, or it's opposite the park.
Opposite means on the other side of the street.
Exactly. Now, Dave, let's imagine a different situation. What if someone asks you for directions?
Oh, then I have to use the words. Go straight, turn left. I need to be very clear.
Let's practice. If someone asks, where is the nearest bank? How do you answer?
I would say, go straight down this road. At the second traffic light, turn right. The bank is next to the supermarket.
Excellent. Next to is another great preposition of place.
Daisy, we have covered so much ground today. We talked about fuel grades, paying, cleaning the windshield, snacks, and directions. Let's do a vocabulary power hour for our friends.
Let's do it. This is the best way to make the words stay in your memory. I will describe the object and you give me the English word.
I'm ready. I have my English brain on.
The thing you use to put air in your tires.
The air pump or air station.
The part of the car you open to check the engine.
The hood or the bonnet.
The liquid you use to clean your windshield.
Windshield washer fluid.
A road that goes around in a circle.
A roundabout or a traffic circle.
The place where you leave your car to get gas.
The pump.
A small meal you eat between breakfast and lunch.
A snack.
Perfect. Dave, you are an expert now.
Daisy, before we finish, let's talk about safety. Gas stations are busy places.
Safety is number one. First, no smoking. Gas is very flammable.
Second, turn off your phone or be careful with it.
Third, lock your car if you go inside to pay. Sometimes people leave their doors open, and that is not safe.
And fourth, look out for other cars. People are often in a hurry and they don't look carefully.
Very true. Gas stations are speedy, but we should be steady.
Well, Daisy, my car is full of tank. I have a bag of pretzels and a large coffee. I know exactly where the highway is. I feel great.
I'm so happy to hear that, Dave. And for our listeners, we have our weekly challenge.
I love the challenges. What do they have to do?
I want you to go to the comments. Imagine you're lost. Write a question. How do I get to the place?
And then someone else can try to answer. Go straight and turn left.
Or tell us, in my country, a gallon of gas costs price. It is very interesting to see the prices in different countries.
Yes, tell us your prices. Is it expensive or cheap in your city?
Thank you so much for joining us for this long lesson, over 2,500 words of English. You should be very proud of yourself.
Absolutely. Every minute you listen, your English gets better. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Teach Easy English.
We will see you next week for another adventure. Until then,
Keep practicing, keep driving, and keep smiling.
goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.